Hello everyone, Rain here with Audio Plugin Deals, and today we are having a look at IK Multimedia's Syntronik 2, the Max V2 bundle that contains their full range of synths for the Syntronik 2. It is a very powerful synthesizer that recreates some of the most iconic synths that humanity has ever created, has a very wide range of sounds and a lot of content, so let's just dive right into it. The only thing to do first is make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on notifications so you can just always stay up to date with the videos and deals that we have going as they come out. Now let's get into it. Okay, so I have the Syntronik 2 VST plugin open here on my session, and this really does have a huge amount of content. So the Max V2 bundle is sort of the full everything bundle of the Syntronik 2. It has got 34 synthesizers, all of the synthesizers that they have made for the Syntronik 2, which includes over 5,000 presets, covering a range of sounds from 55 different classic synthesizers. All in all, it's around 220 plus gigabytes of content. Full disclosure, I have not installed the whole thing because it's 220 gigabytes for me. I'm going to be slowly moving things to my hard drive and then installing more and just checking out the rest of the synths as I go, but I've picked out a few to start with, and I won't even be able to get through all of these because there's so much content. As I said, 5,000 plus presets in the entire bundle, so a lot of exciting sounds to get into right away. And they're all recreations of classic vintage synths, pretty much. So, we can see these four on the screen here. The DCO-X is a recreation of the Roland JX series, covers a few different classic synthesizers there. The Mega Wave is a recreation of Waldorf's microwave synthesizer. We know a little bit about Waldorf synthesizers, and we have another video that will either be out or coming out very soon on a Waldorf VST as well. So check that out as well. And then the Mini Mod, a recreation of the legendary Mini Moog synthesizer. I've seen some people say is the best synthesizer of all time. That will always be subjective, but there you go, an exciting tool as well. And of course, the OB1 being a recreation of the OB1 from Oberheim. So let's just get right into looking at some of the sounds, because I'm guessing that's why you're all here. We can see all these presets here, and you can scroll through these by selecting. So we'll be looking at Syntronik 2, of course, and then you can look at category. So the type of instrument, whether it's arpeggiated, and the function it fulfills. Timbre, you can search for descriptive words like aggressive, angelic, and then you can look through. There's so many descriptive words that have been attached to each preset so you can find whatever you need. Style and music genre. So there's really a huge amount here, and if you just scroll through this list, this is all the presets from the four, even just the four synthesizers we have there. So as you load in more synthesizers, you'll definitely need to use some of these sorting tools. So really useful that they have that there. If we just get started by picking one of these presets, so the Tremolo wave sweep sounds good. That's from the Mega Wave, and it will load up there. And we could just get into playing a couple of the sounds. Well, pretty much does what it says on the tin there, Tremolo wave sweep. You're hearing that tremolo, you're hearing how it moves through and sweeps through, and it's a beautiful sound there, some nice reverb and everything as well. And if you want to get into those effects of modifying the sound, we can have a look at that. This is the panel feature, so this shows sort of what it would be like to edit that console when it's pretty cleanly laid out, which is nice to see. So the filter controls, the filter envelope, amplitude envelope, all these lovely things. Then in the edit, you have a little bit more specific control. So again, you have some envelopes, you have the filter, and it has a nice little graphic as you play through it. So that graphic is there for you. You can see how the filter was moving, the amplitude envelope, and then this LFO, and you can pick which thing is here. So you can select from a number of different LFOs and envelopes, choose which ones you have down here. And then in the top left, you can see the actual sound sources and the oscillators. So you can even change the fundamental oscillators going into it. There's also these drift controls, which affect how it sort of breathes in and out, and that is to recreate better the sound of analog, with the potential for customization at a huge depth. Depending on how synth literate you are, you can dive in and really make it your own. But of course, if you just want to do something quickly, then there's more than enough presets to just pick a sound and go right out the box. Then you have this effects page. So the effects has tremolo and all these other pedals. You can see this reverb here, which I'd be keen to look at as well. And different synthesizers will have a different panel of effects. You can load different ones in, and obviously you can customize them with this nice little visual display. So let's have a listen to how it sounds if I start modifying a couple of these. I'm loving that vintage plate reverb. Sounds really beautiful as you start dialing up the mix on that. Having those long reverb tails, I am a sucker for a really nice reverb. And then, of course, you have the player page. So this can be an arpeggiator or a sequencer. It will do what arpeggiators and sequencers do. I mean, you probably don't need me to explain that to you, right? And then you also have presets here for that. So you can, if you want 16th arpeggios, you have all these presets for different patterns there that you can load in. So that's nice as well. And then taking a look here, you can actually see that that's just one slot of 4, and you can load in multiple instruments. So we could complement this with another patch. And if you just select the next slot down, click select instrument, then we can see we can pick another preset. So if we wanted to add another, say, pad sound to that, Desert Horizon pad sounds fun, and that's from the OB1. Okay, so let's try that one. I might just listen to it on its own first, so you can hear a few more of the sounds sort of just, in their own context. So you can either mute or you can solo channel like this. Let's do both for good measure. And yeah, let's have a listen to the Desert Horizon pad. Another very pleasant sound there as well. Again, you can edit all of these parameters. This one has slightly different effects loaded in by default. Uh, Mixing my words up there, but it doesn't change the fact. So this one has channel strip EQ there as well. Still has the vintage plate, so I can just do my thing and drown it in echo. Okay, and now we can maybe have a listen to blending these a little bit. So you can see that there's potential there to synthesize some really powerful sounds with this. And as we go through, I might just go through and display a few of the other presets on their own so you can hear a bit more the range of sounds. That's an interesting noise oscillator there. I wonder what that sounds like up and down octaves. So let me just check my octave. So I've put my camera right in front of where my octave section display is there. So that's why I'm sort of peering over you awkwardly. But okay, this is quite a low octave now. Let's see. That one doesn't change too much as you go really high, but pretty interesting as you drop it down, and that could be a really good complement to a few other different layers. Let's maybe have a listen to something arpeggiated, and let's try and find something from the DCO-X. So you can also select specific synths there. Let's see, coming to theaters. Let's do it. So I didn't realize I deselected arpeggio there, but now we can actually find an arpeggio. So that was a quick look at the Syntronik 2 Max V2 bundle. Only a small portion of it, of course, but there's so much more with over 200 gigabytes of content to get into, and all these presets and everything. But hopefully, with a little look at the sounds and the editing capabilities, you get a glimpse of how you can make your own music with this powerful synthesizer. So definitely check out the deal that we have going on right now, as well as all of our other ones. Keep an eye out for everything else coming. I've been Rain with Audio Plugin Deals. See you in the next one.